Dr. Pooh, peace to you and yours. Trust that you are well, that you are healthy, that you are in a place where you are able to manage yourself and your family and all those near and around you in a good way as we greet each other on this very even keel, very balanced day, the day of the equinox, the day of the fall equinox. And as such, we'll be moving through the solar cycle, the lunar cycle, and into the cosmic cycle of the form today. And so as a result of that, we'll have an opportunity together to review where we've been thus far since the last solstice when we moved together, and we'll afford ourselves the opportunity location together here. There we go. Afford ourselves the ability to remember the cycles appropriately at their time, so that way we have the chance to effectively engage and appropriately move our bodies. So last session we went over the lunar cycle, and of course daily we go over the solar cycle. Sun rises over the mountain and sunsets. So quickly today, again, we'll get in, we'll bow in, we'll get to some Asar stance, we'll get to some Qigong, we'll get to the energy cultivation exercises for the form, and we'll work on the form all the way to roll back. Then we'll get to the form that we are moving towards today, which we call, it's really moving towards where the sun comes around, but what we call it, the movement here is what we get to. So as we move through today, we'll have an opportunity to set that up as we get to it. And so typically we get to the place where we call it, the movement is called single whip that we're going to, but I like to call it change direction and stir the cauldron into single whip. And so that's where we get started. So the emphasis, again, will be for us to expeditiously get into it. We want to take the time to remember that this is a very, very auspicious time and a wonderful time to be alive. So we want to have some gratitude for that. I want to also send a shout out to everyone that's part of the association that is taking part in the Fall Equinox Community Fast. This should be an important part of that fast, a way that we, again, make a consistent commitment to a lifestyle change is through utilizing the Taijiquan, Qigong, and breathing methods that most are taught here, where we also then look at the nutrition sciences to augment our physical, mental, and emotional health and enable us to more fully be present so that when we're presented with choices and options, we're able to make a conscious, fully informed choice. Now with that, let's get started. So get to a position where you can, where you're standing, your feet in the Wuchi position. So let's get moving. All right. Heels together, forming a 90-degree angle. capital L, depending on your comfort, the apex of the angle coming straight out in front of you. We're not going to focus on the feet very much because we know folks have been practicing. So we'll come back to the feet as we usually do with each new movement series. So we're going to continue the rest of this month with roll the ball and roll back, so we don't have to review the feet till the end. We'll get to the feet, and we'll probably spend one class before we move on from there, exclusively looking at the feet. And the work is to get the whole body, but for now, we're going to work with the feet. All right. From here, we go to pyramid hands, 2 breaths. And we bow in to all the African, Indian, Asian, Chinese, Native American, and Pacific Islander masters that have gone before us. Bow. Teacher to student, student to teacher. Pyramid hands. Shifting the weight to the right, stepping left, a little wider than shoulders width, balancing the weight between the legs, sitting down. Opening the hands to the Asar stance positions. You want to see the legs as the roots of a tree extending down into the earth. You want to see the torso as a tree trunk. Arms are the branches and the hands are the leaves. The eyes are closed, the jaw is lightly clenched, the tongue is in the soft palate, the roof of the mouth, like you're saying letter L or N. The head is balanced on top of the spinal column. It is in place with a golden thread that extends from the crown up into the heavens. And let us begin. We will try 16 breaths today. Let us begin. Using the bellows breathing. Get a little deeper for 4 breaths. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight to your right, slide the foot in, back into Wuchi position. Drop the hand, shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Wuchi. Pyramid hands. And shift the weight. And step to the left. Balance the weight, sit down on the thighs and legs. Make sure the weight is balanced 50-50. Bottom is tucked. Palms up. Toes, knees, and hands all point the same direction as we go into the position called holding the golden balls. See a ball of golden white light in the palm of the hands. Rotate the palms into oneness. 2 breaths. Into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. 2 breaths. Point the hands between the legs for 2 breaths. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Grab it through the chute. Remember, reaching behind the kidneys, not taking the hands higher in the center of the forehead. Into oneness. and into the elbows. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Right hand on top of left hand, palms up, thumbs touching. Arms and hands are not touching the body. 2 breaths. Rotate the left hand on top. Palms are facing each other. You want to see a ball of white light, white and gold light, like the sun in between the palms of the hands. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Into the turtle. Out to the drawbridge. Point the hand between the legs. Into oneness. 2 breaths. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight to the right, slide the left foot in to Wu Chi. Let the hands come down as we shake it out. Opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down as we begin the gathering. All right, clasping the hands, interlacing the fingers, palms outward, as we're going to press the hands to the heavens 8 times. Breathing in, coming up on the balls of the feet. Hands come down into the cow position for 2 breaths. Palms facing forward, 2 breaths. Then the hands come down to swinging arms. Let them swing. All right. Opening the chest. Four more times. Last time. I'm going to shake it out. All right. Let's get to Wuchi position. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight right, stepping left. A little wider than shoulders width. Balance the weight, sit down. Right hand beneath the navel, left hand out here. We're going to trace the Tai Chi diagram. Moving to the right. Palm down, across the chest. Palm up. Exchange hands. And we stop. Pyramid hands. Shift the weight, slide back to the right. Down, shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right, feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down as you exhale, sun rises over the mountain, sun sets. Ward off right and left, 4 breaths. One more time, sunrises. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down. Grasp the bird's tail, 4 breaths. All right. Stepping back, feet parallel, shoulders width. Sinking down, 4 breaths to roll back. All right, stepping back, feet parallel, shoulders width. And sink down and flow all the way to roll back. Sunrises. Again, sinking down. Again, sinking down. Again, sinking down. Sun rises. Again, sinking down. Again, sinking down. All right, shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right, here we go for the great journey of the sun. We're gonna go to it now. So I'll call it out once we get there. Everybody knows how to get to roll back, so we'll go from there halfway through a lunar cycle. Sinking down, sun rising. Shift the weight back into press. Sink back, push. Rotate here, the great cycle of the sun. Then we come around here to single width. All right. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. All right. And since we are at the equinox, we will do it one more time. And we won't see these movements again until the solstice. So we'll get an opportunity to do it twice, sinking down, sun rises. Press, push, change direction, stir the cauldron, on into single whip, and back. Shake it out, opposite hand, opposite leg. Let's find a good place to have a seat and get to our breathing exercise for the day. Sitting tall. Couple of breaths. All right, so here we go. Gonna breathe. Take the right hand, thumb and index finger touching, palm up. Left hand, like so. Thumb blocking off the left nostril, middle index finger, center of the forehead. Sitting tall, back is erect. Blocking off the nostril, breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Release. Changing hands, no breath. Breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. And release. Both hands, thumb and index finger touching, palms up on top of the knees, breathing in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Fire breath. Deep breath in. Tuck the chin. Release. Oh, that feels so good on a day like today. Thank you so much for joining in, for choosing you today. Today, we're going to be taking a selection from the Prophet by Khalil Gibran, Wisdom from the Sages of the Ages, Clear the Mind. Excellent. And a man said, "Speak to us of self-knowledge." And he answered, saying, "Your hearts know in silence the secrets of the days and the nights, but your ears thirst for the sound of your heart's knowledge. You would know in words that which you have always known in thought. You would touch with your fingers the naked body of your dreams. And it is well you should. The hidden wellspring of your soul must needs rise and run, murmuring to the sea, and the treasure of your infinite depths would be revealed to your eyes. But let there be no scales to weigh your unknown treasure. And seek not the depths of your knowledge with staff or sounding line. For self is a sea, boundless and measureless. Say not, I have found the truth, but rather I have found a truth. Say not, I have found the path of the soul, but rather say, I have met the soul walking upon my path. For the soul walks on all paths. The soul walks not upon a line, neither does it grow like a reed. The soul unfolds itself like a lotus of countless petals. I want to thank you for taking this time to join us today, to move your body, and hopefully this will aid you in making a consistent commitment to a lifestyle change. And as always, when we complete, we show each other our closing Shiasha, and we say, to all the masters that have gone before us, we bow. And we bow showing respect to one another, teacher to student, student to teacher. We honor and praise to the ancestors and that which is the eternal witnesses of the sun, the earth, and the skies. We say Ashe, I say peace unto you, Atapu, life, health, and strength to you, Ankh Uja Seneb. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you will have it now fully energized and engaged and at peace in a way that you can make consciously, fully informed choices that keep you on your mission, keep you in alignment with your goals to benefit you, your family, your household, your community, and our nations. Atapu.